Um, anyway, I think you'll hopefully find it exciting, our early success, our growth plan that we are in the process of executing on, our current catalog, and our pipeline products. I'd like to start off with just a really quick video to demonstrate our catalog. Hey, we are quietly a top-selling brand that most of you have not heard of. If you have heard of us, you probably have multiple devices. Um, just as a high level, my background, former CPA, former attorney, investment manager, securities attorney before I founded Socket Solutions. As I mentioned, we'll get into it later, but we're a top seller on Amazon. Up until recently, that was about 99% of our revenues. Mass appeal. To quote Lori Greiner, a shark on Shark Tank, Miss QVC, the most successful products are ones that solve problems, have mass appeal, and are affordable. We check all those boxes. IP protection. We have multiple patents in US, Canada, and our IP portfolio also includes trademarks, of course. We've been successful in enforcing our patents. Love this metric. Of the approximately 50,000 units we sell on Amazon in the US alone per month, about 14% of them are repeat buyers. So customers may buy one and they think, I've got multiple outlets in my room, multiple homes, and they tend to buy multiple devices on the second, third, or nth purchases. Want to highlight something that we're pretty proud of, which is our rating, both in number of ratings, about 57,000 and 4.7 out of 5. We all know that a lot of people tend to leave ratings when they're pissed off. So to have such a high rating, we're pretty proud of. I'm going to go into our current catalog. Our current catalog is organized by use case or applications. So essentially, gonna turn this slide. So this is our 3-foot device, which is our best seller. Quite simply, it's for small spots such as kitchens. I forgot the most important thing. The benefit of our device is it turns what was traditionally a functional device or has a use of function only to go from point A to point B to power electrical devices to now it's an aesthetic. It improves the safety profile of the wall, allows people to move furniture flush against the wall, and what else can I mention about this? We also completely organize the part of the wall that is typically not only a tripping hazard, but it's an absolute eyesore. OCD customers and people that care about appearance are our best customers. This is our second bestseller. This is the device that we went out with from Go in 2018. We formed the company in 16. We started selling in January of 18. And in just 5 years, we went from 0 sales to 20 million in sales on just Amazon North America, and then the last few years, Amazon Canada. Third product, we came up with the idea of splitting the power strip so you can run them to opposite ends. an outlet behind a couch or behind a bed for, end tables for a couch or nightstands for a bed. Or in the case of the 3-foot device to the left, if you have devices on both sides of the outlet in your kitchen. See what's the next one. 6 outlet surge protector for our home offices or our home theater. The secret sauce, what is patented. The plug looks like a blank outlet cover and it completely conceals the underlying outlet. The patent is on the ultra thin plug. The pins are bent at a 90-degree angle, unlike a traditional plug, which has about 1.5 or 2 inches of bulk. See what else in our catalog. Really proud of this one. We are the first product to offer this type of protection for toddlers and pets. We have with our standard products, the child-proofing, we offer these adhesive cord clips, which allows you to neatly and firmly secure the cord to the wall for a nice clean look. And for the child-proofing, we offer 8 feet of these adhesive cord clips that are not choking hazards, of course. And the upside there is it safeguards against toddlers and pets accessing and chewing dangerous cords. So all the products in the market that were considered childproofing only concealed the outlet. So we additionally conceal the wire because that truly is a danger as well. Slide. Slide. Okay, I'm going to talk about our growth initiatives, some of which we are already in the process. Channel expansion vis-a-vis national retailers, portfolio expansion vis-a-vis our product pipeline, geographic expansion that is initially through Amazon and its multiple marketplaces around the world. Up until about December of 24, we were exclusively an Amazon seller. We just partnered with Walmart and we have a $9 million commitment out of the gate. Really excited about this partnership. We bypassed a test in store and bypassed the test in store. We're initially slated for May 26th. And the buyer, being really excited, decided we're not going to do a test. We're going to go right into the store and we're going to go into 25 instead of waiting for 26. 25, they already had their plan in place, but we were able to shoehorn in at the urging of the buyer, which is great. 6 devices, 5-unit display. Some of this is self-explanatory, so I won't go into it. 3,500 stores about right out of the gate. We'll eventually get Canada. And we're about a month into selling on Walmart.com. And to our pleasant surprise, the buyer advised that Walmart's going to take it over. So we don't even have to sell on Walmart like a third-party seller as if we're on Amazon. They're just going to cut us purchase orders for pallets at a time. So I'm delighted to see that. We just partnered with Home Depot, just shipped product for a test in Home Depot. It's a 120 store test. And we expect to succeed with that, in which case we'll have access to up to 2,000 stores and eventually Canada. We have a really excited buyer there. So it's third bite at the apple with Home Depot, maybe second with Walmart, and having the right buyer is nothing short of everything. And we have 2 wonderful buyers with Walmart and Home Depot. Please disregard the last bullet on the Home Depot section. That's just a carryover from the first. So it's not the case that Walmart and Home Depot have partnered to sell our products. Target is invitation only to sell on Target.com. We just started selling on Target.com. There's an expectation that we'll eventually get in store. Now I'm going to talk about the portfolio expansion. This is, I think, fun, at least from where I'm standing. because there's some exciting products. So our product line right now is entirely a power strip at the end of the device. Now we are a replacement for an AC power cord where the C7 attachment, which is the first two on the top, and the C13, the last one on the bottom, will go directly into, among other things, a flat screen TV. The upside of that is no bulk with a power strip right behind a TV. Why is this product important? Well, if you don't want to drill holes into your wall, if you don't want to pay several $100s for an installation to drill holes in your wall, then this still achieves the same purpose, which is to, for the most part, remove the eyesore of the unsightly plugs and cords that come with the device. Probably more of a plus for renters that aren't in a position to start drilling holes in the wall of their homes. Next one. Next one. Same thing, but this would be the case if you have floor level devices in addition to the mounted TV. What I think is special about these two devices is whereas the current catalog is more or less a better mousetrap for an extension cord where we add aesthetics and additional attributes, we are essentially a replacement for the AC power cord. And as we know, there are tons of those in the market because there's just no shortage of electrical devices. So whether it's a TV, computer, monitors, you name it, that's the application. So excited about these last two direct attachments to the devices. This one I'm really excited about. This is a smart power strip. So essentially we turn ordinary into extraordinary by allowing you to take a dumb device and turn it into a smart device because we are the power. So what I mean by that is, let's say a dumb device like a fan or a lamp, you plug it in, and if you have Alexa or you have Google Home or through our app, you can moderate, work, power on and off the dumb devices. This one we expect to be a very decent seller, putting it very modestly and conservatively. But in any event, we're in the process of bringing this one to market. Let me see, very shortly. It's in production right now. There are, the slides do mention that these are essentially for Q2 launches. So we are in production. Geographic expansion is the next slide. Very excited about this. We're in production with the Japan compatible device. And we are just awaiting safety certification for the last two. But nonetheless, Japan and UK are large markets. We'll sell through Amazon initially. Another 16 SKUs for Japan, another 14 SKUs for the UK. Australia, New Zealand, a smaller market, but nonetheless a market we can access. We have, I think at peak will be around 38 SKUs for the US. The reason why it's almost double than the foreign markets, we have some weird outlets that have standard outlets with the flat pins above the round ground pin. And then we also have outlets where the ground pin is above. So our products are universal. They'll fit small size, mid-size, and oversized wall outlets, and they'll also be compatible with inverted wall outlets. So truly universal. Okay. I love this slide because of what we've been able to do since we started selling. And against the background of some absolutely challenging headwinds. So we started selling, strike that. We started manufacturing in uh, in 18, and that was in Houston, Texas. And then we migrated to a contract manufacturing model. So initially we were up to about 28 employees. That's when we manufactured. We went from 0 to 14 million. And then the next iteration was a contract manufacturer in the Philippines. We significantly reduced our manufacturing cost per device, but I really felt that we could do better. And we were able to squeeze out a significant amount of cost vis-a-vis um, our uh, our next contract manufacturer, which is a Vietnam company. And against the background of reducing costs over time, materially reducing costs, we our manufacturing cost per device. We also significantly reduced our headcount from about 28 when we were manufacturing all the way down to 3. So it's myself. I'm not an employee. I'm an owner, but I have 3 people underneath me. My chief operations person, I have a social media person, and I have 1 warehouse person. We essentially receive our product from Asia, we rack it, and we ship it out to various third parties, whether it's Amazon, Walmart, Home Depot, in bulk. It is a simple product. It's a simple business model, very streamlined. And since inception, we've constantly wrung out cost, and we're probably bottoming with cost decreases. And significantly, the last few years is against the background of our commodity components going up in price very significantly. So our major commodity component is copper. Second is plastic. Plastic is carbon-based, so the price of crude is relevant to us. Cardboard has gone up like everything else. But notwithstanding, you can see that we almost halved our manufacturing cost per device from inception to present. One correction I just want to make is, well, it's actually not a correction for the slide, but something to clarify. In our migration from the Philippines to Vietnam, we are almost completely through our Philippines supply at the higher, the middle column manufacturing cost per unit. So we are about to start our selling our supply with our lower cost Vietnam supplier. Why is that relevant? Because our 24 financials take into account the higher margins with our Philippine supplier. So our margins absolutely will go up because our cost has gone down. So our 25 financials in terms of margin will be a lot better. In fact, I think we had in one iteration, and for some reason it's not on this slide. We have a bullet under each of the US, Philippines, and Vietnam. I'm sure we'll circulate that. But the margins when we were manufacturing in the US are slightly over 15%. Manufacturing through Philippines, slightly over 18%. And right now through Vietnam, we are over 25% net margins. So we've gone from about 15 to 25 from manufacturing, first contract manufacturing to present. We've improved our net margins by 10 percentage points. The next slide, I wish we had what I was looking at, but in any event, I'll explain this a little bit more thoroughly. So the 18 through 24 is entirely Amazon North America, and the latter years Canada. 25 takes into account very conservative projections of that 13 million. 9 million is already or includes a $9 million commitment from Walmart. So the $4 million in excess to bridge us to the 13 million forecast is for the back half sales in the UK, Japan, Australia, and Home Depot. Also our new product line in the US. So collectively, we've forecast only 4 million, but we think that any one of those should be, well, not any one of those, but at least the Home Depot relationship and the smart devices and the UK and Japan should be very material. But in any event, as lofty as that forecast seems, going from 19 to 32, it is actually quite conservative, I think, because of all of the opportunities that we're executing on now across new products, new geographies, and new retailers. And then we have fiscal year 26, which takes into account some of these relationships maturing or having some runway. Let me go to the next slide. I think that might be it. Yes. So thank you, and can I answer any questions?